How you doing, everyone? This is me, the man of the hour. Well, for the next 10 minutes, the boss of Evolve Skills. That's right, it's me, Ian. I'm here to talk about X-Men Fantastic Four, 4X. God, this is mind blowing. All right, I'm not gonna go through complete details about the storyline because I want you guys to pick this up and read it. But I am gonna give you a little spoiler towards the end. I'm not gonna tell you what happened throughout the book when it comes to that. I just want you to understand how mind blowing. No, now that I think about it, it was pretty obvious how this story's gonna end. Alright. The last time any of us read this book, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four was facing off Doom, fighting for their lives against his version of Sentinels. That was cool. We all saw that Doom was gonna double cross them. I mean, anybody with an IQ higher than mayonnaise would understand that. And my IQ ain't that high. And I caught on to that. But here's the thing. More or less, Doom didn't care. I mean, it's not mind blowing that he has plans within plans. This is Doom we're talking about. The man is more paranoid than a conspiracy theorist that you find in a boondock somewhere, thinking that somebody's gonna come and get them. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Uncle Joe. Yeah, I am talking about my uncle. But family issues aside, it's unbelievable. You know what? About that. I am not going to tell you what goes on to the greater part of this book. But I am going to point out the ending. So, if you don't want spoilers, and I'm recording this on the day, but I'm not going to upload it until next week. So if you do not want spoilers, do not, and I repeat, do not watch the rest of this video. All right? Are we cool? I'll give you the count of 5 to figure out if you're going to do it or not, all right? Let's do this. 5, 4, 3. Whoa, that was lightning. And this one hell of a rainstorm. What was I saying again? Damn it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. What we all thought, what was going on with Franklin's powers, turned out to be true. Reed Mother Beep It Richards was up to something. I had to pause for a moment to let it sink in. Check this out, man. Let it fade in on you. All right. Basically like this. You have Magneto and Charles roll up into Reed's workspace, his own personal man cave. And for all my science geek friends out there, we all know we'll love to have his spot. And basically, you're like, why they rolling up on Reed like that? But then you found out they're not here for apology. You're like, apology for what? Oh, then you're like, oh, it must be for creating a device that cloak mutant genes. You're like, not really a big deal. Can move on from that. Then the conversation got a bit deeper. You're like, huh, if that's not what they want, why are they there? You know, then you have Charles taking off his helmet like a boss. You're like, I don't need this. There's only Reed Richards. What's there to worry about? So he's talking about the fact is his device cuts off mutant gene abilities. You're like, what? And Reed is like, wait, I never told anybody about this, man. How the hell did you find out? Wait, Charles, are you in my head? Look at that surprise look on his face. I'm concerned, like, ah, damn, the gig is up. Charles is like, yeah, what of it? He basically said, Reed, you cross, you gone, man. You crossed the line. Reed is like, look at that little migraine he has. At first I thought, huh, he must be stressing out that he got busted. Then I read the text. It was like, Reed, what are you doing? It's gone. And this part I want you guys to read and see what Reed did, man. And take in what this means for the character that we all fear and respect. At least I fear and respect him now, man. He's no longer that dude in the wheelchair. Anyway, he was like, oh, you know what? Read it yourself. I just remove your ability to remake that machine, basically. It's like, you can't make that again. You can't do it. Nah, we're not gonna allow that, man. Look at look at the steely look in his eyes, man. Like, man, if you weren't a superhero, I'll make you a vegetable right now. Just look at these panels, man. It's like scolding a child. Hey, what was he thinking, man? The one thing that he knew would set the X-Men off, he gonna undo it. I mean, I look past his questionable behavior when it came to Sue. I mean, this is in the original run when she was a child, basically, and he was their caretaker. This is old Fantastic Four background stuff, man. It's best not to look it up because that will destroy your love for the character, especially dealing with today's environment. You're like, damn, Reed was actually worse than Hank in many aspects. See, at least Hank has a mental issue. Reed is just an ass, plain and simple. He's not a good guy. To his wife, to his brother-in-law, to Ben, poor Ben. And apparently, his kids. Makes me wonder, his daughter, did he cloak her mutant gene too? That's why she's unaware that she's a mutant? Because I would have sworn that she was supposed to be a mutant. Unless I'm mistaken. Somebody correct me in the comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. I just want to know. Anyway, he basically told him, I removed the piece of your memory that deals with the machine. So you will never be able to rebuild it again. You will always have the one piece of information missing. No matter how much you try to figure it out, you will never figure it out ever again. And to a scientist, it's almost like you lobotomized him, man. It's like you took out the one thing that he has more pride in than anything else, his mind. But didn't cripple him, just took a little piece of it when he's dealing with that machine. Like a surgeon, just removed it. And you know what? With all the faults that Xavier has during this run, this panel alone shows me why I overall agree with most of his actions. Because the human race keep on doing stuff like this to the X-Men over and over again. And Xavier has to let go. Sorry. Xavier had to put down the law saying, this is no game. It's his race survival. After all the different, how should I put it? After all the stuff that he's seen because of Myra, he knows how stuff like this plays out. I'm just surprised Magneto just didn't lose his shit and kill him. You can shows how much he's tempered over the years because of Xavier. I mean, the one thing he did was, well, I can't get rid of you. I'll crush your machine. I'll be grateful. Because old Magneto would have done more than that. And just like any other boss in the world, they walked off. Welcome to the new world. That's all they had to say when they walked off like the boss, man. Leaving Reed in his lab, all sad looking. Huh? Look at that. All depressed with the smoldering remains of his invention. And you know what's a really sick part about this? Reed Richards is supposed to be one of my favorite superheroes. But over the years, even before my accident, when I have memory issues, which I still do to this day, so if you hear me repeat myself more than once because I lose track, it's because of that. I apologize. I usually work on notes, but with this, I just had to let it go. I just couldn't believe what I was reading. Franklin loves his father. He looks up to him. He's the man that Franklin wants to be, but in his mind, he will never be because he's not that smart when compared to his father or sister. He's just an average Joe with incredible power. And in his eyes, this is my perspective of the character. Other people may say different. Everybody have their opinion, and I respect it. So please respect mine. You can comment at the bottom. Tell me what your opinions are, but, you know, be peaceful, cordial. There's more important things in the world than comic books. So let's have fun with this, alright? Anyway, He looks up to his. Wait, yeah. Did I go through that already? Let me replay that. All right. He he looks up to his father. He believes he will never be the man that he is. And in many ways, he's right. In my opinion, Franklin's going to be a better man than Reed will ever be. And if he does have kids, a better father. Reed Richards don't think about the consequences of his actions. He sees a problem that he believes needs a solution, and bam, he creates the answer to the solution, the problem. Yeah, the solution. What am I saying? Kind of like how Forge made the first mutant suppression cuffs, you know, to help suppress mutant abilities that was going out of control. In Forge's case, it was well-meaning. He was trying to keep mutants from not only hurting themselves, but hurting others by accident. Unfortunately, when humans got their hands on it, they turned it against the mutants. And to be honest, anyone could see that happen. But Forge did not. And you're like, God damn it, Forge! Don't do that, man. Don't do that. But in Reed's case, except for what happened in Civil War, he never, and even with that, he never really faced consequences to his actions. I know what you guys are going to be saying, but Ian, he didn't face any consequences this time. But he did. Alright, hear me out. You ever have a problem that you're working on, and the answer just on the tip of your tongue, just right there, so close you can taste it, but you can't get the answer? That is what Xavier did to Reed. He didn't hurt him. He didn't make him less intelligent. He just put the answer just slightly out of reach. You know, kind of like you have a man dying of thirst and the cup is just 2 inches away from his cell and he just can't reach it no matter how much he stretch. So for the rest of Reed's life, he's never gonna know the answer to his question. And to Reed, that is most likely worse than death. Unable to solve the problem that you know the answer to. But back to Franklin. My hope is Franklin finds out. Because I don't want it to happen that the X-Men told him. No. I want it so that Franklin finds out by accident. You know, they're kids. He and his sister are going to be in the lab, searching around, seeing different things. I want them to stumble onto this information. I want to see Franklin pulled away completely from his father for a while. Not completely. And when he pulls away, I want him to take Sue, Johnny, and his sister away from Reed. Leaving Reed by himself in his lab. I mean, when I mean leave, I mean move out. And then have Ben allowing him to stay in his house. Because what Reed is right now is technically Ben's home. He owns that building. Yeah, that's what my note says. He owns that building. So it's no longer the Baxter building they're living in. It's somewhere on Yankee Street, and it's Ben's building, his home. He's the king of that damn castle. No doubt. So I want Ben to scold him. I want everybody to tell him how disappointed they are in Reed. He's supposed to be one of the bright spots on Earth. But no. Reed has done a lot of shady things over the years. To Ben, hell, to Sue and Johnny. But speaking of Sue and Johnny, can somebody tell me if it's still canon that Reed is like 20 years older than Sue? Because Reed met her when he was in his 30s or 40s, and she and Johnny were teenagers. So I think she would have been about, 17 when they met, and around 21, and I'm stretching it, 22 when they got married. Whoa, my head is spinning just thinking about this. That aside, what is Dr. Doom up to? I read, no, not gonna do it. I am not gonna go deep into this. I'm just saying that this is a great book. Pick it up. You got to see how this ends. If you love Reed, it's gonna hurt you. And I love Reed Richards. Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, one of my favorite books. That could be down to my last $5. And it's between buying a Fantastic Four book or buying something like the Avengers. It's always going to be the Fantastic Four. Granted, Fantastic Four is going to lose to Spider-Man and the X-Men, but it's up there. It's my top 3. So my top 3 is this: Spider-Man, Peter Parker, X-Men, Fantastic Four. I would have to say Doctor Strange. Let's see, what's my last book I love? Oh, well, this is not Marvel, but a DC book that's no longer running. Super Sons. I'm not gonna get how disappointed I am that it's no longer a thing. DC, y'all's ruining things that's going so well. But I'm starting to lose track of what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I'm rambling. But on a serious note, pick this up, man. You will love it. And to help support my channel, go to dcoupon.com, print out some free coupons. You save money on food, growth, and other types of household needs. And I'll be able to pay for my household needs. All right, man. Be safe. Kiss your loved ones. Wash your hands. Cover your mouth. Because there's a lot of things out there that's worth dying for. But it's never worth dying from a disease you can't protect, man. Loved ones, keep safe. Tell them you love them. And I know this time I actually repeated myself, so no need to point that out. All right. Good night.